So therefore, so it's a serious matter. Remember this, that Muslims in the past, when they went for Hajj, like it wasn't like our Hajj. So by the use of, the travel agents, they will have a package. You'll stay in this type of hotel. You'll stay in, this is the airline that you'll take. Within 12 hours to 24 hours, you'll be in the Haram. Either in the Haram or Masjid, you'll be in Masjid Nabawi or in Masjid al-Haram. Within 24 hours, on average, some even earlier. The Muslims of the past, for them to do Hajj, just to understand how serious of a commitment Hajj was as to be a Muslim. And Allah's made a fard obligation here if you have the means. That a person in the past would travel months to get there. And it's mentioned in the Quran that the people will come on lean camels. Why is that mentioned? Because it's how far they had to travel. Meaning they traveled so far that the animal has become emaciated, skinny from traveling so much. That is the commitment that was expected of a believer. And why not? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has so much in store for the believer in the hereafter. So there's no price. There's a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that mentioned that Sil'atullah is ghaliyah. The goods of Allah, what Allah has in the transaction that we make with Allah is very, very expensive. It's very precious. And the goods of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Jannah. So this is one of those acts. These are one of those compulsory and fard acts that we are obliged to do if we have the means. Therefore, the obligation is made in the Quran. Another is a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam where he mentioned Al-Hujjaj wal-Umar wafdullah. That the Hujjaj, those who do Hajj and those who Umrah, they are the delegations of Allah. Da'ahum ajahum was'alum fa'atahum. He has called them, they've answered, reciprocated, they've answered his call. They will ask him and he will give. I mean, one thing is that you have to do it because it's fard. The next thing is that Allah honors you, calls you his delegation. Third thing is that when you come there and you make dua, your du'as will be accepted. Like it's not like you come and here just do the acts, do tawaf, do sa'i, go to Arafah, Muzdalifah, Mina, all the things and places. No, you come there, your du'as will accept. What you wishes, your desires, the things that you want, Allah will give that also to you. And just the last thing I want to say is that one of the teacher, Mufti Rafi Osmani rahimahullah, passed away a few years ago, and he said that in his book, that Life After Hajj is a book. No one talks after Hajj is finished, it's done, sins are forgiven, and people don't reflect much about what they've just done. And he talks about the ayat al-Quran, فَلْيَشْهَدْ مَنَافِعَ لَهُمْ. They should come and witness their benefits, their manafi'. Behold their manafi'. What the manafi' are, he said in the book, he said, the manafi', the benefits, apne manafi' ko khud mushahada kar le. Come and bear witness to their benefits. But what does manafi', those benefits are not mentioned. It's open-ended. It's something that no Hajj group, no company, we went through a stage where people, we started doing theme-based Hajj tours. This happened at one point where some groups got a bit too they're trying to package an experience for the Hujjaj. No, Allah is the one, you have to behold what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared there. And you don't know which corner it will come from. I mean, how can it be that your rizq, if you have taqwa in Australia, then the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taqwa is, one of the promises, the 5 promises there, but one of them is, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. If you have taqwa anywhere in the world, including Australia, is that Allah will provide from you for where you cannot imagine. Your mind will not, you can use your intelligence, push your mind to the limit and try to think where my rizq will come from. If you have taqwa, the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to provide from where your mind can't go. Right? He will surprise you. That even non-Muslims say, coincidence. What is it? That coincidence? It's God being anonymous or something along those lines. And God wants to surprise you. He wants to surprise you. It's a sign of when your rizq is coming from where you don't expect it and you're muttaqi, then it's a sign it's one of the signs that your taqwa is being accepted by Allah. Allah is pleased with you. In Hajj also, you can't, no government, no operator, no one can engineer the manafi'. That's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That like the Qibla Allah has put, like our Qibla is this way, right? Along George Street, it's George Street, so it's along George Street. This is our Qibla, right? This is our Qibla. No government king, it doesn't matter what revolutions happen in the middle, countries change, for the Qibla is the same. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the same. Allah doesn't change. Allah's power is not diminished. Allah's qudra is not diminished. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His promise is true. And He said that you come and witness and I'll give you just a small sample of, and I always mention this example because it was like right in front of me. I was sitting in Muzdalifah, where you collect, you don't have to collect it, but we usually collect our pebbles from Muzdalifah in the night. And I was, we're digging through the dirt and trying to look for a stone that's the right size. It's not too small. It's not too big. And you're trying to find the right. And then, like especially as men, we're in the white sheets, the haram sheets. And I was like thinking about the grave and said, look, we're in the ground and how close we are to the grave, and the coffin will be in white sheets one day. And the guy next to me goes, brother, you know what I'm thinking about? I don't know the brother, I've forgotten. I think he's from Perth. And he said, just a brother was there in the group. And he said, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about people. He's a very, very extremely wealthy brother. Because, look what Allah has made us do. He's brought us to this situation, because I'm thinking about the people in so-called third world countries, and they go through the scrap or the rubbish tips to look for something useful, so they can sell it and pawn it or whatever they look for plastic bottles. Because look at us, we're in dirt, something even cheaper than a plastic for recycling or something, like looking for stones. And he goes, look at our condition. Allah's brought us down. So and you see this in Hajj. Two people are sitting next to each other. They're having a total different experience. And because everything's relative, al-ataya qadr al-balaya, in saying in Arabic that the gifts from Allah are in accordance with the trials that a person goes through. We are not at the same place. Definitely all our actions are not the same. The package will be the same. The hotel will probably be the same. The room will probably look exactly the same. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He looks at His servant, and that's why we have to prepare ourselves. Those have made intention. First thing is intention only for the sake of Allah. Second thing is that we make preparations from now till then. If we're going or plan to have intention to go, we should really prepare ourselves spiritually, develop a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not just turn up there. And I remember one Hajj, Australians are ajib makhluk, they're ajib creature, we're not bad, we're not as bad as the French. It's a long story, but I'll tell you one day. But it's like we're so lucky, and it's so easy for us to get there. Despite that, the complaining is, and this is something not very good habit. If there's a problem when we're going, inshallah, I'm jumping way ahead to Hajj, but if there's a problem, we become a solution, try to fix it. But it doesn't behave like a person. There's a Sheikh Yunus Patel, rahmallah, great alim. He died in front of the Kaaba making dua after Maghrib a few years ago. And in his Hajj talk, he said one thing. He said that the person who complains is not worthy of this journey. Because it's a journey of love. It's a journey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a journey of expressing your love. Allah doesn't want you to think about when you arrive in the haram about perfume, you smell good. The best Haji is the one who comes covered in dust. His smell has changed from what we would call BO, from sweat. For the sake of Allah, he's traveled hundreds of kilometers through desert, through risk, and it was very risky. I said at the beginning, Hajj was a massive commitment for Muslims, historically. At one point in India, Muslims just stopped going. It's in the subcontinent, in Hind, the Muslims stopped going Hajj because those ships used to sink. Think about that. You have to think, it's not like today, just get in the plane, Qantas, it's a, safety record and all that sort of stuff, it was a very risky endeavor. And so people, so there's a group of ulama, they realized this fard act was being neglected. So then they announced throughout India, and, to give speeches were given to make sure this fard, with the risk, there's pirates. There's something, highway robbers. So it's a risky journey. It's a risky journey, but that was a commitment that Islam has. So Allah, as long as it's reasonably safe, then we are not out of laziness or out of just delaying. This is, of course, it doesn't behove a mu'min, a believer, to delay something that is an obligation. Therefore, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, gives you the opportunity, whoever you go with. I hope you go with Brother Yusuf in Islamic travel, but the obligation doesn't disappear. And whatever that you spend in that path, inshallah ta'ala, my father, rahimahullah, he was Imam here for more than 30 years. He said that tell the Hajjis that your whatever that you spend is in the path of Allah. It's not going anywhere. It's going from your account of dunya to your account in the akhirah. Whatever you spend for the sake of Allah is yours. And whatever you leave behind and spend on yourself is not yours. That's a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said that whatever the children of Adam say, Mali, Mali, my money, my money. And he said, and his money is what? His wealth is what? Everything that is consumed is eaten is his, right? Anybody take that away from you after you've eaten it? No, that's yours. And the clothes that you've bought and purchased and you've worn it until they're worn out, that's yours. Like your wealth, you used it fully until it was worn out. And third thing is the money that you've sent ahead, charity, in good works, that's yours. Everything else that remains behind is for your family. Others will take that. So therefore, the Hajj obligation is there. The rewards are too many. Du'as accepted. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "There's no reward for a Hajj mabrur, a good, righteous, pious, accepted Hajj, except for Jannah. There's no other reward for it except for Jannah." So that's what's on offer. Therefore, we should make our intention, prepare ourselves to work, busy ourselves in work for that from now. Don't wait till there. People turn up there in Hajj and they don't know what dua to make, what to ask. I've seen people arrive in Tawaf and random person, there's a Tunisian, I remember there's a Tunisian guy, younger, he goes, "What do I do now?" He was an Arab and he just like in Arabic he said to me, and he said, "What do I do now?" Like he doesn't know, he had not, like then I in my broken Arabic explained to him, like Tawaf and so forth, and try to help people, but it's just like, oh, you didn't know nothing. No, you just came. Just came like with no preparation, with no the significance of what your Muslims in Muslim countries, usually at third world countries, most of them, people save up 10 years, 20 years, 30 years to get there. Just think about say I was watching one person he just comes in and just see him break down. Like you watch the so-called third world country, like that people say, there's a doctor here from Doncaster, he said, in that one group of Australians, they were complaining, they look out at the hotel, they can see the haram, it's too busy, it's too crowded, I don't want to go. And then they were complaining, the Australians were sitting complaining and said, the BO is too much, because the people are so crowded, sweaty, it's hot. He said, yeah, and then he said to them, he goes, maybe they worked harder than you. Maybe they worked harder than you. They have to walk kilometers to come to they don't have a shuttle bus. You see them walking for kilometers to come to the Masjid Haram, to do Tawaf, to do Umrah, to do Hajj. And they're kilometers they have to walk back to wherever they're staying. So we should appreciate this great opportunity Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is placing before us, not take it for granted, make the intention, keep it, and make dua that Allah gives acceptance and remove the obstacles from the way. And just not to scare you, but just and I said it last night in the Umrah talk as well, but I would give an example of it, and it's an extreme example, very rare, but it's something it's shocking, like that a person, one of my teachers, actually, he from Melbourne, he was in the aeroplane sitting, you got your boarding pass, you think it's done, right? You're there. He had this special, the abba, like the Arabs wear, the big cloak, he's wearing that. He's like, he's there. He's like, you think that he's there. And he ate something, had an allergic reaction. They had to call an ambulance, take him off the plane. He missed the Hajj. He went the next year, or later on he went. But I'm saying you can be that close. Well, ultimately, we are there by the invitation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should be making dua that Allah makes easy. And this is the dua for Allah, make it easy for me, accept it from me. Ya Allah, make it easy for me. Keep making this dua. And Allah will make it easy, inshallah. And all the benefits, manafi, that Ya Allah, don't deprive me of that. I'm a weak person. I'm a sinful person. I don't know how to do actions properly. But I'm asking you, Ya Allah, you accept me and give me the tawfiq, the ability to be at your house and fulfill this obligation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all tawfiq to attend, to visit His house. And that we all, inshallah, those that are going, inshallah, I know it's a long time away. It's like how many months from now? 6 months? 5 months? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and give us all the Hajj mabrur, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. I'll hand it over to Brother Yusuf and go through all the... Go to the toilet. So you go to the stream.
Assalamu alaikum again. My name is Yusuf Nanshi. I'm from Islamic Travel. I think some of you know me. I grew up in Australia, but I lived for quite a long time just down the road here, off George Street, and we used to attend this masjid with my kids. So my kids aren't here now; they're all grown up and moved on. But if they were here, some of you would remember them, some of you, and some of the faces I recognise. But I think a lot of new faces here, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, just as Sheikh Khalid said, I want to just give you a brief on the preparations for Hajj in terms of the new Hajj system. Many of you, has anybody here been to Hajj before COVID? Before COVID? Yep. So in those days, you recall, you used to just go to your local travel agent that was doing Hajj. You'll have a set package, you buy your package and you go. You travel with them and you go together. Since COVID and since the new Nusuk system that came about, everything has changed. So it's a brand new process. Everything has to be done online. And so what we want to present, we're going around to different masjids, just presenting the processes and the steps on how to be able to, the steps that you should take to be successful in getting a Hajj package, inshallah. Whether you go or not, up to Allah. Whether you go with us or not, it's up to you. But the steps that we go through, the information I'll give you will apply for anybody that wants to go for Hajj from Australia, with any company they want to go with, inshallah. Okay. So as we mentioned that, as Sheikh Khalid went through, Hajj it's obligatory for all of us at some point in time, and we're here to try and make it easy for you and to try and assist you in fulfilling that obligation, inshallah. With the new system, I'm going to just show you quickly. It goes for about 75 seconds. It's a video from last year. Sheikh Khalid was with us last year as our main imam for the group. But I'll play this video. It goes for about 70 seconds, and then you'll see some of the hotels, some of the campsites, how things have changed. And if we're going to see, hopefully you can hear it. I'm sure for the people that went pre-COVID, the camps didn't look like this, right? Everything's modern now. Even what we would call a standard or economy package would be regarded as, like certainly when I went, the first time I ever went for Hajj, as luxury in those days. Alhamdulillah. So there are three stages. In order to be able to go for Hajj this year, or under the Nusuk system, there are three key stages or three key processes or parts to be able to go. The first part is the technical side, which is that you need to be verified on what is called the Hajj Nusuk system, Hajj Nusuk website. Okay, so this is the official Saudi government website. Okay, so you need to create an application. You load your passport, you load your proof of ID, your address details, things like that. You become verified, and then once you are verified, that means that if you purchase a package on the website, you'll get your visa and you'll be able to go, inshallah. And then following that, you load up your wallet. So there's different stages. So the first part is the Nusuk website. Anybody that wants to go for Hajj from Australia, okay, must book and pay on the Nusuk website. If anybody in Australia, like if a travel agent or company says to you, you need to give us the money and we'll arrange things for you, you should not do that. Okay? Then nobody in Australia is allowed to take any money from you for providing guidance and assistance for Hajj. Yep. So anything that you're paying for Hajj, you're paying purely to the official website and the Saudi government website. The second stage there is connecting with your guide for logistics and support, so guidance and support. So that is where a company like ourselves, like Islamic Travel, come in and there are a number of other companies that are officially contracted to provide this service. So you'll find an organization or company in Australia that you're comfortable with, that you trust, to provide you with the support, the guidance, the classes, the lessons. They'll provide the guides. So Sheikh Khalid is one of the guides that comes with us. We have a number of other shuyukh from around Australia, and they will go with you to Saudi. You'll perform Hajj together. They'll be your guide, and you'll come home together, inshallah. Okay, so that's the second stage. Yes, Sheikh.
Classes before?
Yes, yes. So during the stages, once you have booked we'll have a number of Zoom classes before when the packages come up for review to explain the packages, and then those that have booked a package and are successful in getting a Hajj package, we're going to have classes like we did last year. We had them around the country. We have like health and safety class, preparation class, exercise class, how to perform Umrah class, how to perform Hajj, all of these sorts of things, all logistic classes. So that, if you can see in the third column there, education and spiritual preparation. So we do all of that. And that's what the companies that are officially partnered in Australia are supposed to be doing. That's what they're supposed to do. And then your guide will help you with things like when you get to the hotels, checking into the hotels and your transport, all these sorts of things. So these are the three key components or differentiating features under the new system. So the booking must be on Nusuk. Yes, Sheikh.
If we are going 2 persons,
Yes.
Do we have to register separately in Nusuk, or we have to do the registration and add my wife as a member?
Okay, so I'll come to that point. So you're welcome to ask any questions as we're going, of course, relating to the slides, but this is a point that we will discuss. So I'll come to that point, inshallah, as we go forward. There are a number of steps, as we mentioned before. You need to register with us if you want to travel with us, if you want to go with a guide from Australia. Now, our advice to you, and our very, very strong advice to you is, if for some reason you don't want to travel with us, no problem, but travel with someone. Okay. Last year, as you know, there was many illegal people went, what's called illegal, but they went either on their own or they didn't have proper Hajj visas or groups to go with. For those that have traveled without the proper Hajj thing, they're aside, because it's like it. But if you book your package on Nusuk alone, you say, I can do it myself. What happened was last year, 1,500 people went on this Nusuk system like that, okay, alone. 1,300 died. Why? Because they underestimated the extreme heat in this time of the year, and they overestimated their ability. And they didn't have somebody to help them. Many people, for example, got lost, or like when we're traveling from the tent to the Jamrat, it's 50 degrees, it's a 3.5, 4 kilometer walk, okay? And people got lost, or they got disorientated, or got heat stroke. They didn't have anybody to call. If you have a group or a company with you, so for ourselves, people that got lost from us, we have everybody, we have a session, everybody has to know how to use GPS. They tell us where they are. We have a rapid response team. Within 7 minutes, somebody's there to provide first aid to help them. Okay. Remember, we're in the hottest time of the year. The last few years since COVID, and for the next 2 or 3 years, we are traveling when it's around above 45 degrees, close to 50 degrees temperature. Please, you need to take precautions. Yes, Sheikh.
You're saying that we do everything through Nusuk.
Yes.
So we get the package, and then we engage you after that process?
Yes, no. So first you will register with us. Okay. Then what we'll do, we'll keep you informed. For example, the Nusuk platform hasn't opened for 2025. We will keep you informed, update. It's open now. We'll provide you with videos and PDF documents, how to apply for those that are unfamiliar, how to apply, how to register yourself. And then we will identify for you the packages that we are looking after. There'll be probably 300 or 400 packages online. You can book from any, and available for anybody around the world under the Nusuk platform system. Okay? So you could pick any one of the 400 packages, and you'll be assigned a random guide from wherever that is from any other country. But we will identify you the 5 or 6 packages or 4 packages that we are looking after, that we have guides for. Sheikh Khalid Azam, Sheikh Abdul Nasir, Sheikh Naeem, whoever it is, and our guides. And we'll say, these are the ones that we have guides on. If you pick any of these, if they're suitable for you, you'll be traveling with us. Yep. You'll have a chance to review the packages to see what's included, what's not included, what the price is. And if you're happy with them, you go ahead. If you're not, you'll find one that suits you, inshallah. Okay.
So just in the Nusuk thing, so what's included in the Nusuk by itself? It just what is the
Everything that is involved in everything is included.
including transportation?
Everything's included. Yep.
We never give you money.
You do not give us any money. You can buy me ice cream when we're there. I don't mind. But you don't give us any money. Yeah.
You're saying that you're looking after package 1 and 17 and 25.
Exactly.
And we just pick one of them, and that basically makes us register with you implicitly.
Well, you do need to register us beforehand so we can inform you of, and keep you updated on when the lessons are, when the classes are, when the nusuk opens, and then assist you, like if people have trouble, how to register. So basically, these are the steps. You register with us, that gives you the support from Australia. You create an account with nusuk, when it opens, it should open in the next couple of weeks. Then when the package comes up, the packages will come available in January, inshallah. You review all the packages, you select the one that's suitable for you. One second. And then you complete your booking, which will happen in February, inshallah. Afwan.
The A one, you have to put cash, you have to put your card, you can't pay cash.
No, it's all, you have to transfer by bank or by debit card or credit card. No more cash economy. Yeah. Okay. So some of the important dates, the important dates for next year, and I'll come to when we're going on our package, but the main thing is you must arrive into Saudi by the 31st of May, okay? Because I'll close the ports. And then the 4th of June, which will be the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, we will go to Mina. And then the 5th of June, 9th of Dhul Hijjah is Arafah, that's the Eid day, or the day of Arafah. And then the next day we'll go and do the Jamarat, we'll go to Tawaf al-Ifada, and you do all the Jamarat day, Tashriq. And on the 8th or 9th, we can leave from Mina and go back to our hotels. So this is just a snapshot, just in case a lot of people are asking about approximate times and days for the actual Hajj days next year. One of the things, and the reason I brought it up before, is that we're advising everyone, encouraging you to select a guide and a company from Australia to travel with. Okay? Do not travel on your own. That's the best advice we can give you. Of course, we'd love for you to join us and travel with us. We have good experience. We had, alhamdulillah, we took 115 people last year, and we had a fantastic journey. Sheikh Khalid was there, and everybody completed their Hajj, alhamdulillah. And everybody that followed the steps of those people that were with us last year, all of those people are the ones that they registered with us. We gave them the step-by-step instructions, how nusuk works, how to get the package, how to select the package. They selected their package of choice, and they followed the steps that we went. They're all successful in getting a package, alhamdulillah. Nobody missed out. Alhamdulillah. Now, a couple of questions, and it comes up later on, is how do we know who to choose? Well, you need to ask around. So if you're part of this community here, you can ask Sheikh Khalid. Well, he's coming with us anyway, in the first step. You can ask other people that have traveled with us before. You can look online reviews. Ask companies, what have they got? What have you got? You know, what type of packages are they providing for you? What kind of service are they providing? Are they transparent? Are they honest? If there's any hint that they're asking you for money, steer clear. Steer clear, okay? Because they're not allowed to do that under the current system. The other thing is that we have a very good reputation, alhamdulillah. We stand by our reputation, and we are very inclusive. So we have guides that were Arabic, Urdu, Hindi, English, obviously, Indonesian, Malaysian, Somali, Turkish. So we are very inclusive across the community. Australia is a very diverse, multicultural society, and we're inclusive of everybody. We're not just, we're coming to Doncaster Mosque, we just want the people, like the Arabs and the Palestinians and Desis from Doncaster, we're going to go to Coburg Mosque. No, we are inclusive across the board. Next week, we're doing the same talk at Carlton Mosque, so the Albanian Islamic Society. Then we'll be at Listerfield Mosque. We'll be at Preston Mosque, inshallah. In Sydney, we're going around different mosques. So everybody and anybody is welcome to come with us. So choose a group that's going to make you feel like you're part of the group, like you're part of their society or community. Communication, we have, again, when you register with us, you'll be on your email list, and you'll have a link to our WhatsApp group where we send the information regularly, alive, up to date, and we're available 24/7 on our WhatsApp. And then obviously all our guides are from Australia. So they're sheikhs or guides that are growing or living in Australia, taking Australian Muslims for Hajj, inshallah. So they're familiar with the community here. Health and age considerations you need to be aware of. Anybody under 12 this year cannot go. 12 or under can't go for Hajj. Pregnant women can't go for Hajj. And anybody that's 65 or 70 plus, advised to see with your doctor that you're fit for travel, considering the heat in Saudi. We certainly are not discouraging anybody from going, but you need to take care of your health as a priority as well on the thing. So please be aware of that. It does get to 50 degrees. To give you an example, when we were there last year, just walking, like if I was walking, a few hundred meters somewhere, like obviously if you're dressed, and when you're outside of Ihram, you'll put on like a hatta, or you can wear you have your umbrella. but I was wearing the sandals, and just the walk, 200 meters walk, I could feel my feet burning, like the top of my feet burning from the sun. So it's very, very hot in the middle of the day. So please don't, like I said, don't underestimate the heat, and don't ever overestimate your abilities. One of the things that we'll do for those that get a successful package, inshallah, is telling them to get ready to start exercising, go for a daily walk, have an exercise program, build up your walking, even if it's just, walk to the end of the street. If you haven't done any walking in your life, walk to the end of the street and back for the first week. Then walk around the block. Then walk, so you can build up yourself to be able to do what needs to be done, inshallah. And if you need a carer, if you have physical disability where you have on a wheelchair, you need to have somebody come with you. So we can assist you, but we can't push the wheelchair for you all the time. So you need to take that into consideration, inshallah. In terms of the packages, you can see on there, so there are 3 categories of packages. Okay, there's a standard package, economy package, basically. There's a premium package, a mid-range package, and there's a luxury. So the standard is a 3-star hotel, the premium is a 4-star hotel, and the luxury would be the 5-star hotel. So the standard package last year, our standard packages were around the $12,500 mark starting, from $12,500 to about $14,000, because there's different packages, longer, shorter, things like that. The premium package was $16,000 to $18,000, and the luxury packages were $19,000 upwards. Okay, all including airfare. Yes, yeah.
A couple of years ago, I registered myself on this, and packages, they started to release a package very close to the Hajj.
Yes.
For the first few days, there were only premium packages, $18,000.
Yes. Yes. So before last, so when I say last year, I mean last Hajj in 2024 was the first time that we provided Hajj packages under the Nusuk system. Prior to that, there was a monopoly in Australia. One company was doing it, so they could release any of the packages they wanted, and so they provide all the luxury packages only. You see, so whoever was looking after it in Australia then said we're going to charge $25,000, $30,000. A friend of mine went for $30,000 per person. So that was the only one that was available. It was a luxury 5-star package, no problem. But that was even now we have luxury packages. Our 5-star packages are $19,000, including airfare. Yep. I'll come to this one because I'll go through the specific timeline. That's a very good question, mashallah. So the packages have a range. So it's a design, and part of the reason. So after COVID, we were approached by a number of mutawwifs in Saudi. Please, because we've been dealing with them so much. Bring people for Hajj, and we said if you're going to have prices at $30,000, $25,000 and not give us an opportunity to have normal package pricing, we don't want to be involved. So this last Hajj, alhamdulillah, we had the contract that we will only do it if we can have the full spectrum of packages, from cheap to expensive. That way, everyone can choose what's suitable. Everyone is different. I can't go on a luxury package. If I want to go, if my son wants to go, I can't go on a luxury package, but I can maybe go on a standard or a premium. And everyone's the same. People are different. So we wanted to have a range according to everyone's means, inshallah. So essentially, you can see there the inclusions are generally the same. So the real difference between the packages, for those that want to know, is the proximity to the haram. 5-star packages are right next to the haram in Mecca. In Medina, all hotels are walking distance to Medina because it's just the nature of Medina in that circle. Okay, but the difference will be then the amenities in a hotel. If you've all travelled before, if you've travelled in a 3-star hotel and a 5-star hotel, it's different. No. Different hotel, because one's 5-star, one's 3-star. If you come on a 3-star package, yeah. So people have rang up and said, can I go on the $12,500 package? Is it in the clock tower? I said, please, you need to be reasonable. Can't take, So that's not even an unusual question, because even when we do our Umrah, our hotel is in the Safwa Tower for Umrah. I'm talking about Umrah now. The Safwa Tower is right next to, in front of, it's the closest building physically to the Kaaba itself. And then people ask us, can we go any closer? I say, Sheikh, I can't put a bed inside the Kaaba for you. It's impossible. You have to be reasonable with your expectations. Okay?
Sorry. So what's the distance? Standard?
Yes. So the 5-star is right in front of the haram. Okay? So it's going to be in the ones around the haram. In fact, just so you know, there's so we've put our packages through to Nusuk. If they approve and then they cost it, they release it, then we can tell you the full details of the package. But one of the hotels that we have got, which has been approved, inshallah, it's the highest rated hotel in Mecca in terms of location, quality, service, this and that. 300 meters from the masjid, not from the Kaaba, from the masjid. Okay, so you'll come onto the platform outside, walk through the gates, and then you're inside the mataf. But it's the highest rated one in Mecca. We have 3 5-star hotels. The 4-star hotels will be about 1.3, 1.4 kilometers from the thing. You can technically walk it, but we will be advising people not to walk it between 10 o'clock in the morning and Maghrib time. It's just too hot. But we have shuttle buses, 24/7 shuttle buses running between the two. But if you're going for tahajjud, you can walk it, no problem. You know? And the same with the standard hotels, the 3-star hotels. We have also 1.5 kilometers. You could technically walk it, but do not walk it in the daytime. They're shuttle buses. There's no need to walk it. The shuttle buses are running 24/7. And then we have, yes.
Are they like specific for you, or just they're always running?
No, the shuttle buses were always running. They're running, yeah, 24/7. They go to the car park outside the haram, the bus park. So there's 2 main bus parks. One's at the end of Marwa, Jabal Marwa, and the other one is on the front side, so where Safwa is, but probably about 150 meters from that side, because they can't get in. So the hotels are there. That's the difference. But that's the main difference between the hotels. All the packages include breakfast and dinner in the hotels, breakfast, lunch, and dinner during the Hajj days. All transport is included. Airport transfers by buses. Between Mecca and Medina, we've done application for carriages. So all of our travel between Mecca and Medina, or Medina and Mecca, and vice versa, will by train.
Traveling from here to Medina to Kaaba from here. So do we have to travel the certain gate, for example?
According to the package that you select. Those packages will have different start and finish dates. So the one that you select, you'll get on the flight that's according to that package, and you'll travel on that date. Yeah, but all will arrive before the 31st.
Yeah. 1 day, 2 days off.
Yes. I'll come to that point. Yep, inshallah.
So let's say we're going a group of people, and some of us want to get a luxury package, and some a standard package.
Then you have different packages.
Yeah. But do you still have a group together, like the same group, same uniform and stuff?
No, because you're going to be in different hotels. So you'll have a different. So what will happen is we're going to have what's called logistic guides. So every package will have a guide. Who's your guide to help you with your hotel, with your transport, this and that. Then we're going to have 3 sheikhs, like overriding sheikhs, that are going to be the sheikhs for all of our packages. So Sheikh Khalid, Sheikh Naeem, Sheikh like this. Okay? But when you are with your bus and your group, that's going to be your hotel. Everybody that bought the same package as you will be in one group with that guide. Yep. Okay? And then, train between Mecca and Medina, buses from the airports, obviously, airfare is included. So how it works is that your package, you will see the package price online, whatever it is, in Saudi Riyals. Once you've selected your package, you'll then go to the next page. It'll have add-ons if you need a wheelchair, if you need this or that. Then it'll go to the flight page. Then you'll see the flights that we have. We have all the different flights. You'll choose the flight you want, right? And it'll have the different prices for the flights. And you put that all together in your shopping cart, and that's what you'll buy. Okay? So you might go on the same package, but you might pay differently because you might choose Emirates, you might choose Qatar, you might choose Malaysian, things like this.
Go to Medina, do you have to get the, again,
It depends on the flights, yeah. It depends on the package, yeah. Well, we'll be going both Mecca and Medina through the trip, but whether you're starting in Mecca or starting in Medina will depend on the package, yeah. Yeah.
So the airfare is not included in the package.
The airfare, you have to pay for the airfare when you're booking on Nusuk. Like what you're going to see first is the package cost, and then you will see the airfare cost. Okay, so that 12,500 was the airfare and the package last year in Australian dollars. Okay.
I understand what is the difference during the Hajj package in the Mina or
Yes.
is the whole group going to be together? Or
Yes. There are 2 parts as you can see here in the standard package and the premium package. We're all in the Muaisim camp, which is the Australian allocated campsite, where Australians, Americans, and so the Western countries are. But there is in the luxury package what's called the VIP Majadal Couch Camp. Okay. The only difference for this is the location to the Jamrat. Okay. So there's pros and cons to it. We will go through those later, inshallah, when we actually get down to the nitty-gritty of the packages. There's another question that came up was between a shifting package and non-shifting package. Has anybody heard about this? No? So a non-shifting package is, what it means is that what the package you get, when you're in Medina, you're in Medina. When you're in Mecca, the hotel that you check in from the beginning in Mecca is the one you will be in all the way until the end of your Hajj. Even while you're in the camps, you actually still have the key to your hotel room. And that's your hotel. That's a non-shifting package. A shifting package is one that's designed, and one that we're designing so that you can have the benefits of staying in a 5-star luxury hotel next to the Haram for part of the trip, okay? But then on the days that we go to Mina, because you're still required to have a hotel room to your name, we shift to a different package closer to the Jamrat and closer to Azizia. And so you're going to save money on that package because you're not paying for a 5-star hotel for 5 days while you're at the campsite. And you'll finish at the campsite and you'll stay then in that other hotel. And so you'll have you'll pay less. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Okay? So, but there is the inconvenience. You have to check out from your hotel on the 7th of Dhul Hijjah and you'll go to the other hotel and you'll stay there the one night and then you'll go to the Mina camp. But if you're going to save thousands of dollars, you still get the benefit. You can have part of your time, minimum of 5 nights, maybe minimum of 4 nights, sorry, maybe 5 or 6 nights in a 5-star hotel right next to the Haram. And then during the Hajj days, your hotel will be closer to the Hajj camp and you'll stay there after Hajj finishes until you leave. So we'll have both shifting and non-shifting packages. Yes, sure.
Shifting package, that one is before Hajj or after Hajj?
Both. We'll have both. Yes. Yeah, both. Actually, both are available. Depending on which one gets over the line with Nusuk, we'll determine which one we're going to put our guides on. At this particular point in time, my particular preference is before Hajj. It's easier. So what happens is we'll go to Medina first. The ideal package I'm trying to have for our group is, and one of the things that we do, if you ask anybody that travels with Islamic Travel, I design the package as if I'm going to send my mum on a trip. And so elderly person, what's going to make it easy and convenient for them? So the ideal package for us is we're going to go to, we wanted to go to Mecca first to start, but just the way the costing is working, we're going to go to Medina first. And then from Medina, we will go to Mecca.
How do you go? Train or
By train, yeah. We've made requests, as we said. We've made requests. We have buses as a backup, but our request is by train. By high-speed train from Medina to Mecca. Then we will be in Mecca in the shifting package we're talking about, in the 5-star hotel next to the Haram for 4 nights, 5 nights, like this. Before Hajj, yes. Then the day before Mina, we'll go to the other hotel, in Azizia, settle in there, and then the next day we'll go to the Mina camp. The beauty of that is that when you're going in Mina and we're going to the Jamrat, you can actually just walk back to your hotel and you can use your hotel. You can wash up, freshen up, air condition, things like that. And then you just need to come back to Mina to spend part of the night time there to fulfill the obligations of the Hajj. But if your hotel is next to the Haram, you can't. I mean, you can, but you'll waste hours going back. So you have to go back to the camp. But one of the hotels that we have, right, inshallah it gets over, is 1 kilometer from the Jamrat. So you'll come, when you're walking through the Jamrat, you go through the 3 Jamrat, you'll come down the ramp. In fact, when you come down the ramp, it's 900 meters from there. You just keep walking, you'll be in your hotel. You can freshen up, relax, this and that. But you do need to come back to Mina to spend part of the time in Mina. And the other thing to remember is on the Hajj days, your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner is all provided in the camp. If you decide to go stay in the hotel, you'll need to make your own arrangements for food because they're not cooking food in the hotel on those camp days. That's a basic explanation of the shifting and non-shifting. Yes, yeah.
So with these options, if I choose the shifting, does it give me some sort of advantage securing the package, or it's still the same?
It's first come, first serve. It's all first come, first serve. So you'll put what happens is when you select your package you want, you put it into your shopping cart. You select the flight you want, you put it into your shopping cart, and then you wait. Then you put your money in. It'll say to you, it's like 30,000 riyals, Saudi riyals, or whatever it is, 40,000 riyals, whatever your package is. Then you need to top up your e-wallet from your money. So we are going to advise everybody to put at least $1,000, maybe $1,500 Australian more than what it says there. Just in case you decide your package you book with that flight is sold out before you get to do it. You choose another flight that might be a little bit more expensive, but your money's there. You can still take the package. Yeah.
The flight, when we book from
Hajj gone to Mecca. After Hajj, can we do it, for example, from Mecca to Iraq or Jordan, then to
Yes. So that's a very good question. There's a solution. The short answer is no on the group package because you can't change the flights. But there is a way that people do this because many people, for example, they take their children overseas to drop their kids off somewhere, and then they're going to travel. So what we suggest to you is to book what's called a custom flight. Okay. So when you book your package and the flight comes up, you'll have all the fixed group flights in there. If you want to do anything different than go and come back, you don't select one of those. You will select the custom flight. So if it's like going online and it's all on there, when you're searching for a flight, you say, I want to go from here to Jeddah and from Medina back here on a different date. But if you're going to go to another country, a third country, so let's say you're going to go to Iraq, for example. So what you would do is when you're booking your flight, the package, you will book your package with your flight from Iraq to Saudi and back to Iraq. And that's your package, right? And then you just book a separate flight afterwards from Australia to Iraq, like this. Because you must book a flight in and out of Saudi as part of the Nusuk Hajj package system. Because if you don't book your flight in and out of Saudi as part of that package, you won't get the visa. So we're telling people, some people last year, they just searched for the cheapest flight, like from Jordan or from Saudi or from Syria, wherever it was, right? And booked that flight as part of the package, and then they just booked their own separate ticket altogether. They just forfeited that ticket. You know what I mean? Because they had their own plan. They're going here, there, and everywhere. Yes. So, yes. So if you are booking, no. When you select your package, and let's say you want to travel around the place after Hajj or before Hajj. Yeah. So you book your package, you select your package, and you put in your car. The flight time, when it comes to select the flight, you select the flight from Iraq to Saudi and back to Iraq. Okay. Once you've got that, you can just go online later at travel agent and buy a ticket to Iraq from here to connect with those other flights. You understand? Like this. There's a question? What's the question?
Are you going to say when the package is open? Are you going to let us know before when they're about to open?
Yes. Yeah. If you register with us, then we have your details. We'll let you know. Yeah. Okay.
This shifting and non-shifting is available on all the packages. Standard.
No, it's not available on all packages. So it'll be a package on its own. It'll be its own shifting package. So it's a 5-star package shifting to a different hotel, like a 4-star or 3-star hotel. It'll be different, but it will be significantly cheaper. It will be cheaper. It will be cheaper.
Available in the premium or is only the luxury?
Only 4-star.
No, it's only because it involves the 5-star hotels. Because that's the, if you're in a premium, you're not going to shift. There's no point shifting because the shifting idea is that you want to spend time, a part of the time, next to the haram. Next to the haram. The other thing, just to let everybody know, if anybody calls me and asks me how much is the package or how much is this specific package, until I get the official release and okay from Nusuk to announce the price, I can't give you an exact price. I just give you a range. Yep. But they will let us know. You will have 3 weeks before it's any time to book any package to review every single package on the system, how much it costs, what it includes, what it doesn't include, all the flights, all the things like that. You'll have plenty of time. It's not like when it first opened, people had like 5 minutes to book a package, and they were stuck booking, like the brother said, having to book like a premium package because that's the only one that was there. Now you'll have plenty of time to review every single package you want on the system, on Nusuk. You know?
If I'm on a premium package, I am not able to do the shifting package.
No, because the premium doesn't have a 5-star hotel. Yeah.
Use that the shifting package. You just say first Medina, then go to Makkah, then go to the shifting place, Hadidiyah,
Yeah.
then again go back to the Makkah. Or
No, from there you will leave. Yes, from there you will leave.
But if it's other way around, then you go and come back again.
Exactly. So if there is a way that it'll be after, is that if we come to Mecca just a couple of days before Hajj starts, then you will go to the Azizia Hotel because you'll just come and do your Umrah and then come back and you perform Hajj. And then 1 or 2 days after Hajj is finished, then you'll go for 5 nights to the shifting package, to the 5-star hotel, and then you will leave from there.
What's the range?
The range from this package, if we get approvals, maybe around 16,000. Yeah. Sorry? It's the shifting package, including a luxury hotel. Yeah. Yeah. Again, subject to approval. The reason I don't write it down is because I don't have permission to write it.
Say that you're don't know the like price is 100%. Like the standard one, is it like 100% is going to be from 12.5 to 14, or you don't even know that?
So I would say to you then, to be safe, if you budget for $14,000, you're good. Yeah. Listen, if you're budgeting for 12.5 and you're struggling to get to 12.5, you've got to think, is it worth going? You can't put yourself into difficulty. You can't put yourself into debt. You know? So Allah make it easy for everyone. Allah make it acceptable for everybody. Yeah.
This packages.
Yes.
So that will include the airfare as well. Like.
Yeah, as I said to you, the package price will be the package price. Then afterwards, it'll show the airfare price, and when you put in your cart, you'll see them all together.
So when you're doing this, when you're selecting the flight from Iraq to Jeddah or Medina,
Yes.
then Medina back to
Iraq.
Iraq. So the Nusuk website itself is finding a random airline.
It's like a search engine, like going on Google Flights or something, and it'll give you all the different airlines that there is on there. So obviously, if somebody's buying a ticket from Lebanon, from Iraq, from Jordan, from somewhere to Saudi, their package is going to be cheaper than not the package, but their total cost is going to be cheaper than somebody from Australia, other than the fact they have to buy another airfare. So their shopping cart amount is going to be less. You know what I mean? Because Australia, airfare last year, to give you an idea, we paid about $3,000 to $3,500 average for the airfare. So this year it's coming in about $4,000 to $4,500.
Going up.
Yeah, it's going up. Yeah, it's gone up. Our packages, alhamdulillah, 100% our packages are the same, and some are even less than last year. Alhamdulillah. But the flights is the flights. We just make application to airlines. So far, from Qatar, it's over $4,300, so $4,400. What it is.
What's the range for the shift, the non-shifting?
The range?
Yeah. Non-shifting.
So in standard, like I said, we said last year our prices were 12.5 to 14,000. Premium was 15 to 18, and luxury was 19 plus.
So now what the prices what you're quoting is only the package.
No, that's including airfare last year.
Not including airfare.
Including airfare last year. Including airfare. Yeah. Okay.
I think he was asking the difference between shifting and not shifting. The prices
Between shifting and non-shifting?
Yes. I'm just asking. Like I know the non-shifting is the shifting is 14 or around 16,000, but the non-shifting, what would be the range? 19 plus.
For the non-shifting, the non-shifting will be cheaper than 19. Sorry, shifting will be cheaper than 19. What cheaper? Yeah, shifting is the, but luxury non-shifting is 19 plus. Yes.
You mentioned it's first come, first served, but how does that, then you say it was 3 weeks to review?
Okay. Yes. So in January, inshallah, all the packages will be online and everyone can review them, but you can't actually buy them. What you can do though is put the package into your shopping cart. So you'll select the package you want after making decision, everything like this, reviewing, coming to your final decision. If you want the best Hajj, it'll be one of the packages that we're looking after, inshallah. You'll select that package and put it into your shopping cart. Okay. If you know your flight you want, you put the flight in the shopping cart. Then you put your money into your e-wallet and you wait. When the booking is announced to be open, we will let everybody know. Booking is opening at this time on this date. And you sit there by computer, put your email and your password and you wait until it opens. You log in and press pay. That's first come, first serve. Keep in mind, I'll come to this. Last year it was again first come, first serve. When the first round finished, a few days later they released the second round of bookings. Then a week later they released the third round of bookings. And then a few days later they released the fourth round of bookings. What does that tell you? There's plenty of packages available. The package price is the same. The package is on there, it's loaded, it's on there. The package price can't change. That package sells out, it'll come off the system, you've got to pick one of the other ones.
The flight tickets might go up?
Possible, yes. Yeah. But the package won't go up. The flight can go up, which means your overall package price is going up, yeah. Yeah.
You said all packages including flights.
Well, yes, but the package that you're selecting, like the package with the hotel and the transfers and the whole Hajj land package, that price will not change. Yeah. But your price can, of course, your price can go up by the airfare, and it did. In the fourth round, airfare was more expensive. But the idea is obviously going to try and book in the first round. But the point I'm making is that if you miss out on the first round, you don't need to despair. You'll have a chance in the second round, in the third round, in the fourth. So they will keep going. They will keep allowing packages to be sold until all of the places are full. The whole quota issue becomes a non-issue now. You know how they have quotas in the countries? Australia had 650 quota last year. Yeah? 1,250 people went. Yeah. Yeah, that's all they wanted. That's all they wanted. Sorry?
There are no more quota now. No more quota now.
No, there is a quota. But what I'm saying is when that quota is filled, right, when that first round is filled, then all of the countries that have spare quota, they put it into a pool and now they open it for everybody. That's why Australia is always doubling on its quota. Yeah. So there's a lot of frequently asked questions you guys have asked. So the package costs, we've gone through those, right? But like in anybody that has a business, if you have a particular package in mind, you know, and you see what the price is there, or we have an idea of your budget, add 20% and you're safe. There's going to be some contingencies. Like if you miss out in the first round and the airfare price has gone up, you know, things like that. And you can't spend all your money and then have nothing left. You need to look after your family, you need to look after things like that. So you need to have money for that. The timing of the registration. So even if you haven't registered yet with us, there's plenty of time. If you haven't registered on Nusuk, you can't because they haven't opened for 2025. So there's plenty of time. But if you register with us, we'll keep you informed when everything's happening. The payments, everything is done through the Nusuk website, the e-wallet. Okay? And you're not paying through any other third party in Australia or anybody else. Departure and arrival dates, our package ranging starting from the 25th of May to the 30th of May. Departure from Australia. And arriving back from the 11th of June to the 17th of June. If you're taking the group flights that we have. If you're booking your own flights, you can go and come as you like. Okay? But you can't leave Saudi after your package ends. Okay, you can't, sorry, I'll correct that. You can't book a flight from Saudi after your package ends. So a family went last year, they said, look, we want to stay for another week. After the package, we want to go back to Medina and spend 10 days in Medina. How do we do that? So they had to book a package with their exit flight on the day of their last day of their package, just a short flight to Dubai, right? And then he arranged his own accommodation in Medina afterwards, because your visa is valid all the way after Hajj. It's still valid for another month, right? And then he booked his own flight to leave afterwards, because he wanted to stay longer in Medina. So there are plenty of ways you can stay longer and earlier or later, but you have to get your own accommodation and your own separate flights for those things. Keep in mind. Ground transport, as we said, airport transfers are by bus, Mecca, Medina, and vice versa by train. It's not a lottery system anymore. It's first come, first serve. So those first days of lottery system are finished. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Some people are saying, my brother is overseas in America. He wants to go. Yes. So when they're also on the Nusuk system, we will identify which is our package. They'll be able to see it, the same package from anywhere else in the world on the Nusuk. And if they book the same package, you'll be on the same package together. Obviously, their flight's going to be different from wherever they are.
That means they will be like American, Australia will be in one.
If they book our package, they'll be with us, yes.
All right.
Yes.
What about the quota from the country?
Say again?
The quota from the American country, America.
They have much bigger quotas. Yeah, much bigger quotas.
Say if I want, for example, let's say Hajj starts on 1st of June.
Yes.
And I want to be in Jordan for a month before Hajj.
Yes.
Right? Will I be able to do that, accommodate that in the package?
Not in the package, but what you will do is you'll book your flight. When you're booking your package, you'll book your flight from the 1st of June from Jordan, from Amman to Saudi.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. And you'll just get your own flight to Amman.
But I can leave here on the package. There's a flight I'll be 1 month earlier. Would that be through the package or not?
No, the flight you're getting 1 month earlier is separate. You do that on your own.
So I have to do the flight from Jordan.
Yes, yeah. Okay. So traveling with family and friends overseas. The Nusuk Hajj website versus the Nusuk app. So if anybody's been for Umrah in the last few years, they're two totally different things. The Nusuk app on your phone has nothing to do with Hajj. Okay? If you want to go for Hajj, you've got to be doing it on the website, hajj.nusuk.sa. Yep. Alhamdulillah. So a general reflection, Sheikh Khalid spoke about this. In terms of getting ready, we cover all these things with our packages. We prepare you, we train you, we teach you.
What about cancellation?
If you book your package and you cancel within 3 days, you've got a full refund. If you cancel after 3 days and a certain time, you're only going to get 50% refund. After a certain time, there's no refund. Okay? And it's all to do with nusuk, nothing to do with us. If you book and cancel, don't come and see me. Get travel insurance. If you think it's going to be a consideration for you, get travel insurance.
We get travel insurance in it.
It's up to you. Well, if it's 60, if it's if you get sick, you get medical attention in Saudi. So we had one man, subhanAllah, he had a heart attack. After he finished his Hajj, he had a heart attack, and we got him to the hospital. We took him to the local clinic. The ambulance took him to the hospital, got his Hajj number, and that was it taken care of. He didn't pay for anything. Okay, but if it's about cancelling your trip or part of the other travels or delays or missing your flight or this and that, that's a different story altogether. So the medical is covered in that aspect of it. Yeah. Yes.
So we registered on Rasul Hajj and they accepted all our documents and everything.
Yes.
Do we have to register with yourself again?
Well, you haven't registered with us. If you haven't registered with us, that's nothing to do with Nusuk. We are totally separate from Nusuk. Registering with us, telling us that you want to have one of our guys look after you, and you want us to give you all the information as it comes and keep you informed when the booking starts, when the packages are open, when the classes are on, things like that. So you have to go to our website, islamictravel.com.au website, and on there's the Hajj, and you just register with us there. And if you register with Nusuk already, you're probably likely to have to do it again anyway, because that website that's currently live is last year's website. So I said at the beginning, the Nusuk 2025 website is not live yet.
Not like it.
Well, let us know. You have to be part of the WhatsApp.
Everyone will let you know, but we will definitely let you know, inshallah. So everyone should go after Salat. If you have an intention to go for Hajj next year, go to islamictravel.com.au, register with us, and then we'll keep you informed. If you decide not to travel with us, no problem.
So what do you do now? Like if you're already registered just recently?
Just wait. With Nusuk?
Last couple of weeks.
With Nusuk?
Yeah.
Just wait. Yeah. If they roll over the database, fantastic. If they don't, you'll do it again.
So how will I know your packages? Will website have the package?
Yeah, we will tell you that. We will. If you have registered with us, we'll be informing everybody by email. We'll have webinars. We'll have Zoom classes, and we will send out on the WhatsApp, on the email. This is a Zoom class. We're going to talk about the packages. Yeah. So, as Sheikh Khalid said, you've got to be prepared. Start from now. Make your intention. Make dua. Get physically prepared as well, and mentally prepared for the heat. And be patient. Expect delays, expect changes. Nusuk was supposed to go live for 2025 in October. It's now the end of November and they're still not live. This is what happens when we're dealing with bureaucracy in Saudi. It's going to happen all the way through Hajj. So, just keep
How was your experience with the website?
I beg your pardon?
How was your experience with the website?
It's very simple, straightforward. Very simple, straightforward. In fact, when you register, we're going to send you links, videos, how to create your account on Nusuk, which is basically an email and a password. And then, but we do it for people that aren't used to working online, because everyone has to do it now. Then how to set up your profile, how to load your documents, how to load family and companions. So if you don't have family and companions, so you create a primary profile on Nusuk. Then once you're on there and your profile is accepted, then you'll see that it'll say family companions, add family companions. You click on that and you add your family companion. Each person has to have their own email address. Okay? So if you're putting your wife and children, they each need to have their own email address.
But that would be under my profile.
Under your profile? Well, they'll have their own profile under your profile. Yes.
They don't have to create another
No.
one, then link.
No, that's a headache. You can, but it's a headache. Just do it one time. And the beauty of that is that when you're booking your package, because all your money is there now, you're booking the package, you know that you've all booked together.
Yeah.
But last year we had husband and wife created separate profiles, and I told them, please put your profiles together. And we couldn't, my wife has those, we already got it, that's under control. When it came time to book the packages, of course I knew I was getting the call. Brother, my wife got a package, I didn't get a package. So please, we're giving you advice, not because it's for anything from us, it's for you to go on Hajj, to make it easy for you to go on Hajj.
And the visa is arranged by you? Or
No, the visa, when you book your package, that's why you're verified beforehand. If you are verified beforehand and you book and buy a package, you will get the visa. And it comes from Nusuk. Be patient. Somebody has to get the visa first, and somebody has to get the visa last. So when people are talking on WhatsApp, I got my visa and excited, please don't, brother, I didn't get my visa. It's 2 days later, there's going to be 3 weeks of visas being issued. So you could be the last one, but you will get it, inshallah. So everybody that booked the package got a visa.
Are
registered.
Yes.
Added my wife in the profile.
Yep.
So
You have to wait. We have to wait.
do you
If,
think that will be voided?
as I said to brother, if they roll it over, fantastic. If they don't, well, I don't know the answer to that. Yeah.
We did the same thing. So we got approved like they
Yeah.
did our documents. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah, we don't know if they're going to roll it over to the 2025 database. Yeah. Yes.
Last year, if you didn't get a package, I remember seeing that they took 10% of your E1 amount. That's still the case?
It's not 10%. I think it's about 3 or 5% when you're taking a refund. Yes, there's fees involved with e-wallets, but you have no choice. We have no choice. Brother, you have my WhatsApp? Sheikh Khala has my WhatsApp. If anybody needs, you can give me my WhatsApp and you can contact me, inshallah.
Can you display your number?
Yeah. Amin, inshallah.
Is that how we add you on WhatsApp?
Yeah. Can you read that?
5432. Make it bigger.
I'll see if I can make it bigger.
I had a question. Someone.
I can't make it bigger, I don't know. No, one second.
Just say it out loud.
0432 389 768.
Yes. In the package, does it mention which chef is in which package?
We're trying to. Yeah, we don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Or would you tell us?
Yeah. Inshallah. 0432 389 768. You can ask me questions anytime. Yeah.
When we add additional members to the main profile, because they have the same passport, like so for example,
Same?
the same passport.
Passport?
Like say,
No. The only people that can go on Nusuk from Australia are people that have Australian passports or people with overseas passports that are residents in Australia. They need a residency visa, not a tourist visa.
So you know how you got the packages? If someone's booking from Lebanon, and their package is different.
Yeah, they're not on Nusuk.
Lebanon's not on us.
No. It's the old system. جزاك الله خير سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت وحدك لا شريك لك نستغفرك ونتوب اليك بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر ان الانسان لفي خسر الا الذين امنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر صدق الله العظيم لله تعالى الفاتحه. Allah make it easy and accept it for all of you inshallah. جزاك الله خير.
Because this